We are going to discuss about triangles, very important chapter. Here mainly this chapter concentrates on similarity of triangles. Before going to similarity of triangles, what is meant by similarity? How can we say the given two figures or given two objects are similar? Similar, just observe it in general life word. Similar, how can you say the two objects, when we can say the two objects are similar? If looks like a same, almost, okay. For example, in similarity here, I am taking a circle and a square. Can you say these two are similar? No. By seeing itself, directly you can say these two are not similar. One is circle, one is square. Suppose if I take a square and rectangle, can you say these two are similar? No, these two are also not similar. Suppose I am taking a triangle like this, a triangle and a square. Can you say these two are similar? No. By seeing itself, if you take the first one, it is circle, one is square. This shape is different, this shape is different. Directly we can say by seeing itself. Here also one is square, one is rectangle. These two are also not similar. In third case, one is triangle and another one is square. Here also these two are also not similar. Directly by observing, by seeing itself, it is very clear. For example, if I take a circle and one more a small circle, can we say these two are similar? Looks like same or not? Yes. Suppose if I take square, small square, and here somewhat a big square. Yes, now you can say yes, these two looks like same. One is small, one is big. Here also these two are looks like same. That means these two circles also similar, these two squares also similar. Suppose if I take a triangle like this, now these two looks like same. Yes. Now for example, if I take, that means some of the figures or some of the objects, by seeing itself we are saying whether they may be similar or not. For example, I am having a quadrilateral. I am having two quadrilaterals, one is A, B, C, D, and second one is P, Q, R and S. Can you say these two are similar? Yes, looks like same but not certain. We cannot give the guarantee here. But here you can give the guarantee. Why? Because circle is having, what is circle? As per the definition, collection of all the points at a fixed distance from a fixed point. Then both are similar shape. Square having four sides equal, four angles equal. Yes, then you can say. But it is looks like almost same, that means similar. Then observe here, quadrilateral ABCD is similar to quadrilateral PQRS or not. Is there any criteria needed to say the given two figures are similar or not? Here it looks like similar, but we are not confirmed. We cannot confirm these two are similar. Then definitely we need a particular definition for deciding the given two figures or two objects are similar or not. What may be the definition? Here if you want to say, for example, all these are polygons except this, okay? Quadrilateral is a polygon, square is a polygon, and a triangle is a polygon. Here one definition we need. What is the definition of similarity to decide the given two figures are similar or not? By seeing itself, we cannot say some of the figures conformly similar like these quadrilaterals. Then if we want to say the two given polygons are similar, the first point they have to satisfy is corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Equal. Is it enough one condition? Just observe, corresponding angles are equal. That is the first one. Suppose if I take, just observe here, I am having a square and I am having a rectangle here. What about the corresponding angles? Here in square each angle is 90, then in rectangle also each angle is 90. Now these two are similar, can you say? No, by seeing itself these are not similar. That means these are not similar. That means only this rule is not enough. It may be one of the rule, but what may be the second condition or second rule? And the second rule is the corresponding sides. The corresponding sides are also in proportion. What is meant by this proportion? The two corresponding sides are in proportion. That means the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. For example, here I am taking this triangle ABC. If you want to say this ABC is similar to DEF, for example, A is corresponds to vertex D and B is corresponds to E and also equal, for example, and C is angle C equal to angle F. That means A corresponds to D. How to represent correspondence? 1-1 correspondence like this. It means A corresponds to vertex D and B corresponds to here E and C corresponds to F. That means this angle A equal to angle D, angle B equal to angle E, angle C equal to angle F. And whenever A corresponds to D and B corresponds to E, C corresponds to F means then the side AB is corresponds to side DE. That means as per the second rule, this is the condition. Corresponding sides, for example, I am taking this one. AB by DE should be equal to BC by EF equal to DF by AC. This is the meaning of corresponding sides are in proportion. That means the ratio between the corresponding sides should be equal. That means if you want to say that given two polygons are similar, these are the two conditions or these are the two rules they have to satisfy. First one is corresponding angles are equal and second one is corresponding sides are in proportion. For example, here in this quadrilateral ABCD and PQRS, if you want to compare these two are similar or not, first we have to check for the angles. And at the same time, there is no guarantee of always A corresponds to P, B corresponds to Q like that. Okay, maybe sometimes A corresponds to S also, B corresponds to R also, C corresponds to K, whatever it may be, but order is not fixed. That means no need to compare always A with P only. Sometimes A may be equal to Q, B equal to R, that means angles. I am talking about angles. Angle A equal to angle Q, angle B equal to angle R, angle C equal to angle S, and sorry, okay, correct only, angle C equal to angle S and angle D equal to angle P, maybe. For example, here I am taking angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R, angle D equal to angle S. But what I am saying, they need not follow the same order for all the figures. For example, sometimes angle A should be equal to angle Q also, and angle B equal to angle R, angle C equal to angle S. That means here order also important. That is also important. For example, in this example, directly angle A equal to angle D. That means A corresponds to D. Angle B equal to angle E. So B is corresponds to E. For example, see here, I am taking two triangles here. Otherwise, I am taking two quadrilaterals. One is and second one is sorry, better I will take triangle that is easy to understand instead of this quadrilateral. You can take, but you can understand easily for the triangle. That's why I am taking triangle. For example, it is A, B, C, D, E, F. For example, angle may be equal to angle E and angle C equal to angle F and angle B equal to angle D. Then what is the correspondence here? Which vertex is correspond to which vertex from triangle ABC to triangle DEF? If you observe the angles here, these two are equal. That means A corresponds to E, vertex E, and angle C equal to angle F. That means C corresponds to EF. Then angle B corresponds to, that means vertex B corresponds to D, because angle B equal to angle D. Then this is the order they are following, maybe like this also. Okay, that means while representing the similarity and at the same time the ratio between the corresponding sides, that means A corresponds to E, C corresponds to F, B corresponds to D, means then see the combination of sides. AC corresponds to EF, AC corresponds to EF, and CB corresponds to EFD, CB corresponds to EFD. That means ratio of CB by EFD should be equal to AC by EF. And what is the third combination? First and last letter, AB by ED or DE. Then we can say, suppose if the corresponding sides are also in proportion, then we can say triangle ABC. See the order here, ACB, order also important. Triangle ACB is similar to triangle EFD, EFD. Or otherwise, suppose if you take BCA, triangle BCA is similar to triangle DFE. That order also important. Then how can you say that given two polygons are similar? What are the rules we need? Corresponding angles of the two polygons should be equal. Then second rule is the corresponding sides are in proportion. That means ratio between the corresponding sides of the given polygon should be equal. Is it clear? Now suppose one more point here. Here if you observe the second point, corresponding sides are in proportion. That means what? They are maintaining the same ratio, means the sides ratio, they are maintaining the same ratio. That means they are maintaining the same ratio. That this part, okay, same ratio, the same ratio of the corresponding the same ratio of the given two polygons. It is important, means if the ratio between the corresponding sides are same, then only you have to take this same ratio. The same ratio of the given two polygons, we call it as scaling factor. What we call it as? Scaling factor or representative fraction. The same ratio we call it as, remember this word, scaling factor or representative fraction. Remember the terminology. The same ratio we are saying in similar triangles or similar polygons, may be quadrilateral, may be square or rectangle, whatever it may be. The same ratio, whenever we are having same ratio, that same ratio we call it as scaling factor or representative fraction. Representative fraction. And see one more point here. Is it clear, the 2 points? What is the first point to check the given two polygons are similar or not? First one is corresponding angles are equal. Then second one is corresponding sides are in proportion. Then now coming to here, for example, this I am taking the quadrilateral 1. It is quadrilateral 2. For example, sides are also in proportion. That means I am taking quadrilateral ABCD is similar to quadrilateral PQRS, for example. Okay, just imagine sides are also in proportion. Here ABCD quadrilateral is similar to PQRS quadrilateral. Now I am having another quadrilateral. MN better we'll take EFGH. EFGH. Here by comparing these two, I find finally as, for example, P corresponds to E. Angle P equal to angle Q, angle P equal to angle E, and angle Q equal to angle F. For example, I am having a quadrilateral like this, and R corresponds to G and S corresponds to H. And also the sides of these two quadrilaterals are, that means 2 and 3 are also in proportion. For example, that means can we say this quadrilateral PQRS is similar to quadrilateral EFGH or not? Yes, we can say. That means here first quadrilateral is similar to second one, and second quadrilateral is similar to third one. Now can I confirm that first and 3 are also similar or not? Yes. For example, simple maths. Suppose A equal to B, but B equal to C. Then what we can confirm? A equal to C or not? Definitely. Whenever these two given polygons are similar, that means 1 and 2 are similar, then 2 and 3 are similar, then automatically 1 and 3 becomes similar. That means you can confirm here as quadrilateral ABCD is also similar to quadrilateral EFGH. When you can say, because 2 and 3 are similar, for example we are taking whenever these two are similar and these two are similar, means automatically that first polygon and third polygon also becomes similar. Okay, this is what basic knowledge you need. Now what are the 2 points to decide the given polygon is similar or not? The first one is corresponding angles are equal, and the second one is the corresponding sides are in proportion. That means they should maintain same ratio between the corresponding sides. That same ratio of the polygons, what we call scaling factor or representative fraction. Scaling factor or representative fraction. That means the two rules or the two conditions to say the similarity of two polygons is mandatory. Okay, but whether two are mandatory or not for all the polygons we'll discuss further. But now, as of now, for any two given polygons, if you want to say similar, they should follow compulsory, they should satisfy the two conditions: corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in proportion. That means only one condition is not enough. Now we'll see some problems in the exercise. First exercise. Here the given, fill in the blanks. All circles are dash, congruent or similar. All circles means maybe because of different radius we may have different circles. Congruent means what? The figures which have same shape and size also. By observing these two, looks like same but not having same size. It is somewhat big and it's somewhat small compared to this one. That means all circles are always similar only. When the circles you can say congruent, circles having same radii or same radius are congruent. Then what is the answer for this? Similar. All squares are dash, similar or congruent. All squares, same thing here also. I am having a square of length like this. For example, okay, then looks like same, but what about the size? It is somewhat big, it is moderate, it is very small. Then again, all squares are always similar. Why? How can you say all squares are always similar? Whether it follows the condition of similarity or not. What are the conditions? Corresponding angles are equal, first point. For example, I am taking first and second square. Corresponding angles in square, as of its properties, yes, all angles are 90. Very good. Then what is the another need to check? Corresponding sides, whether the corresponding sides are in proportion or not. For example, this I am taking some 5 centimeters. This I am taking, imagining 3 centimeters. That means a square having all sides as equal, every side length is 5, 5, 5. Here 3, 3, 3, 3. You can take any two. For example, 5 by 3 I am taking, means I am taking this side and comparing these two sides, 5 by 3. And for example, if I give the name for this, A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S. For example, okay, start with AB. AB by PQ. How much it is? AB is 5, PQ 3. Then take BC. Then BC by QR. BC by QR equal to how much? It is also 5 by 3. Why? Because all sides are equal here. Then DC by or CD. CD by SR or RS equal to again 5 by 3. Then DA by or AD. DA by SP or PS equal to again 5 by 3. Means they are maintaining the same ratio or not? They are maintaining the scale factor or not? Yes. Then if you compare this also, you will get true. That means any two squares always conformly similar. Why? Because they are satisfying the two conditions. What is the first condition? Corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in proportion. So you can say always similar. Next, all dashed triangles are similar. All dashed triangles isosceles or equilateral? Definitely equilateral, we can give the guarantee. Okay. Then what is the answer for equilateral triangles? Why? Because all sides are equal, automatically all angles are equal. Isosceles triangles of having different angles. For example, isosceles I am taking. Equilateral already you know. Why? Because all angles are equal, all sides are equal like a square. For example, isosceles I am taking here. It is somewhat 70 I am taking. 140 means remaining is 40. For example, another isosceles triangle I am taking as with 50. 50 means remaining is 130. 130 half is 65. 65 and it is 65. Now can you give the guarantee? No guarantee. Otherwise, if you take for example, here also for example it is 70. For example, I am taking same angles here also. Then there is a chance. Then one theorem is there, when corresponding angles of two triangles are equal, those are always similar. Okay. But here isosceles triangle means need not to take the same angles. Okay. You have to take like this 50 and it is 65 and it is also 65. Then first one, for example, I am taking this as some 3, then this is also 3, then automatically it is 4 for example. Okay. And I am taking this as 5 and 5, it is instead of 4, better I can take 6 and 10. For example, if you observe, suppose if I take the ratio between the sides, I am taking for example A, B, C here, D, E, F here. Here AB by DE, how much? 3 by 5. And BC by EF, how much it is? 6 by 10, it is also 3 by 5. And AC by DF, it is also 3 by 5. Means they are maintaining the scaling factor. That means they are maintaining equal ratio between the corresponding sides. Then what about corresponding angles? No, corresponding angles are not equal. Are not equal. Then it satisfied one condition, but it fails another condition. Then we cannot give the guarantee. Okay. Next, a polygons of the next fourth one. Polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in proportion or proportional. Give two different examples of pair of similar figures. Best example, similar figures. You can take any two squares or any two circles or any two equilateral triangles like that. Non-similar figures, just take different combination. One circle and one square. Always not similar. Suppose if you take a quadrilateral and a triangle, directly these are not similar. Okay. Next, state whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not. If you observe the third one, here they given two figures here. Here one they given as like this rhombus. One they given rhombus 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 and PQRS, and second one they given as square. Three centimeters amma. It is ABCD. Directly you can say because it is square, all angles are 90. And what is the first rule or first condition we have to check? We have to go for the angles. Here we are having 4 angles, here 4. But here each angle is a right angle, means 90 degrees. But here there is no guarantee. Here only opposite angles are equal as per the properties of right angle, rhombus. That means here the first property itself means corresponding angles are not equal. Then no need to check for the ratio of the sides. Suppose if you find the ratio between the corresponding sides, for example, I am taking PQ corresponds to AB, for example, 1.5 by 3, 1.5 by 3, 1.5 by 3, 1.5 by 3. That means they are maintaining the scaling factor, means they are maintaining the same ratio. Then even though they are maintaining, but because of the corresponding angles are not equal, these two are not similar. By seeing itself you can say directly. That is about first exercise. Okay, we will discuss the theorems later. Thank you.